Osho says, it is said that Aurangzeb, a Mughal emperor, imprisoned his father in his old age. Aurangzeb's father, Shah Jahan, built the Taj Mahal. Aurangzeb imprisoned him, dethroned him. It is said, and it is written in the autobiography of Aurangzeb, that after a few days, Shah Jahan was not worried about imprisonment because every luxury was provided. It was a palace, and Shah Jahan was living as he was living before. It was not like a prison. Absolutely everything that he needed was there. Only one thing was missing, and that was activity. He couldn't do anything. So he asked his son Aurangzeb, it is okay, you have provided everything for me, and everything is beautiful. Just one thing I will be grateful forever and ever if you can do, and that is send 30 boys. I would like to teach them. Aurangzeb couldn't believe it. Why would my father like to teach 30 boys? He had never shown any inclination to be a teacher. 30 boys were sent to him, and everything was okay. He became the emperor again. 30 small boys. Aurangzeb writes in his autobiography, my father, just because of old habits, still wants to pretend that he is the emperor. So let him pretend and let him fool himself. Remember two words. One is action, another is activity. Action is not activity, activity is not action. Their natures are diametrically opposite. Action is when the situation demands it. You act, you respond. Activity is when the situation doesn't matter, it is not a response. You are so restless within that the situation is just an excuse to be active. When action comes out of a silent mind, it is the most beautiful thing in the world. When activity comes out of a restless mind, it is the ugliest. Action is when it has relevance. Activity is irrelevant. Action is moment to moment, spontaneous. Activity is loaded with the past. It is not a response to the present moment. Rather, it is pouring your restlessness, which you have been carrying from the past, into the present. Action is creative. Activity is very, very destructive. It destroys you, it destroys others. Try to see the delicate distinction. But activity is never spontaneous. It comes from the past. You may have been accumulating it for many years, and then it explodes into the present. It is not relevant, but the mind is cunning. The mind will always find rationalizations for the activity. The mind will always try to prove that this is not activity, this is action. It was needed. Suddenly, you flare up in anger. Everybody else becomes aware that it was not needed. The situation never demanded it. It was simply irrelevant. Only you cannot see. If this activity is there, you cannot relax. How can you relax? It is an obsessive need. You want to do something whatsoever it is. Activity is when the action has no relevance. Watch it in yourself and see. 90% of your energy is wasted in activity. And because of this, when the moment for action comes, you don't have any energy. A relaxed person is simply non obsessive, and the energy starts accumulating within him. He conserves his energy. It is conserved automatically, and then when the moment for action comes, his total being flows into it. That's why action is total. Activity is always half hearted, because how can you befool yourself absolutely? Even you know that it is useless. Even you are aware that you are doing it for certain feverish reasons within, which are not even clear to you, very vague.